All right, breaking news just coming in. Indian Army neutralized over 50 drones along the LOC and the international border. This is Pakistan made failed attempts overnight to send swarm drones across several places along the LOC and the international border.
Now, according to sources, over 50 drones, as Haim just mentioned, were successfully neutralized during a large-scale counter-drone operation conducted by the Indian Army Air Defence units, which have come out shining as there have been no casualties and no material losses in the areas of Udhampur, Samba, Jammu, Akhnur, Nagrota and Pathankot areas. Once again, we repeat for you viewers, India has successfully neutralized over 50 drones along the LOC and international border with Pakistan, as Pakistan made failed attempts overnight to send swarm drones targeting civilian regions and military installations inside India. And this is across several places along the line of control and international border between the two countries. According to sources, over 50 drones were successfully neutralized during a large-scale counter-drone operation conducted by the Indian Army Air Defence units.
These were in the areas of Udhampur, Samba, Jammu, Akhnur, Nagrota and Pathankot areas. This is where the Indian Army neutralized over 50 drones along the LOC and the international border. All right, for more on this, we're now being joined by our special correspondent Idris Sloan. Idris, thank you so much for joining us. We're hearing the news of Indian Army neutralizing 50 drones along the LOC. Idris, just to get a better understanding, what can you tell us of what's happening on the ground right now?
Well, let me tell you that ceasefire violations continued since last night. Pakistan Army started ceasefire violation across various locations on the line of control at around 9 p.m. And since then, they've continued even in the morning hours. Let me tell you that last night, Pakistan made a failed attempt basically to send swarm drones all across different places on the line of control as well as in the international border, which was successfully thwarted, neutralized by the Indian Armed Forces. But there was a lot of panic. There was a lot of chaos at the time when, especially in the Jammu city, when the blasts were heard in the air. People started running for their lives. Basically there was a complete blackout all over Jammu city. But after that attack was thwarted, we saw that the whole Jammu and Kashmir was under blackout. There was alert sounded at every district of Jammu and Kashmir. Srinagar airport was also put on high alert. The air defense systems were up and air sirens were sounded all across Kashmir Valley. At least for 4 to 5 hours, the situation was extremely tense. There was a lot of panic all across Jammu and Kashmir, especially all the places which are very close to the line of control and international border. Ceasefire violations from the Pakistani side, continuous shelling in Kupwara, in Baramulla, in Uri, also in Jammu's Akhnur, Poonch, Samba and Araspura. So we've seen in the last 3 days, Pakistan has resorted to heavy mortar shelling towards not only the army installations but also the civilian population and their properties, and hundreds of houses have been damaged in the last few days because of that mortar shelling. People have been moved out, but last night also there was one lady who was injured, who later succumbed to her injuries, and 3 more people injured in the Uri sector because the firing from the other side continued. Indian Army responded, gave a befitting reply to all these escalations, and we also saw how our air defense system was active when the attack from the Pakistani side came in. But there has been alert now issued all across Jammu and Kashmir and all the bordering states of India that have border with Pakistan.
All right, Idris, thanks so much for getting us the latest and giving us an exact understanding of the regions and locations where the ceasefire violations took place, with heavy armed fire, artillery fire, shelling which is taking place now for the 3rd night, while ceasefire violations have happened now consecutively since 15 nights. We'll be tracking those developments. That was Idris Sloan getting us the latest from Srinagar.